Hello guys, today I am going to show you all the AZ-900 question which is asked in April 2022 recently. Hope this will help you to become certified, all of you, in Azure fundamentals. If you are a beginner, then first go through all the modules, then it will help you to reach out these questions. So after that, all modules, go through with my video. I am taking you guarantee that you will pass this Azure exam in your first attempt. So I hope you all go through with the modules. I will give you link in my description box. So go through first all modules and then go with these questions. So in this video I am using both language, Hindi and English. Then it will help you to all insider India and outsider India both. So let's start without time waste. So AZ-900 Azure fundamentals. Given time 45 minutes. Question 22-27. See, if you give in your first attempt, so you have 20 or 21 question. If you again means in first time if you fail, then again you retake that exam, then you have 27 question, like that. So the question is vary in 20 to 27 in between, and check-in time is 30 minutes earlier than your scheduled exam time, and passing score is 700 or above. ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. तो अब हम देखने जा रहे हैं क्या क्या क्वेश्चन हमारे उसमें पूछे गए थे एज ए 900 में. मैंने ये एग्ज़ाम क्लियर कर दिया है. सो आई हैव क्लियर दैट एग्ज़ाम विद 750 स्कोर. सो this is not more, but I have practiced more and more questions. So now I am guaranteed that if you go with all the modules first, then you will also get 750 marks. Okay, so आप लोग भी 750 के आसपास मार्क्स ला सकते हैं अगर आप लोग मॉड्यूल के साथ जाएं और यहाँ पे मेरी वीडियो के साथ अगर आप लोग देख लें. ठीक है, तो पासिंग तो आपका 700 है. अगर आपके 750 आ भी जाते हैं तो कौन सी बुराई है. ओके, तो विच सर्विस स्टार्ट करते हैं फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन से. विच सर्विस प्रोवाइड सर्वरलेस कंप्यूटिंग इन अज्योर फंक्शंस. ठीक है, जहां पर भी आपको सर्वरलेस कंप्यूटिंग दिखाई देगा, इफ यू सी सर्वरलेस कंप्यूटिंग, देन you don't think you only go with Azure function. And if you want more detailed video, then please ping me in my comment box, then I will give you detailed video. Okay, अगर आप लोग चाहते हैं मैं डिटेल वीडियो बनाऊं तो फिर आप लोगों को क्या करना है, कमेंट में मेरे को लिख देना है. तो मैं आपको हर एक मॉड्यूल का मैंने नोट्स बना रखा है, उसके अकॉर्डिंग मैं आप लोगों को समझा भी दूंगी और फिर आपको एक क्वेश्चन समझने में और आसानी हो जाएगी. फिलहाल तो मैं सिर्फ क्वेश्चन आपको बता रही हूँ क्या क्या क्वेश्चन आ रखे थे अप्रैल में. अभी इधर ही 2022 में आप लोगों ने थंबनेल में देखा होगा मेरे कि मैंने वो एग्जाम सर्टिफाइड हूँ. ठीक है, देन नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग कैन बी यूज्ड टू मैनेज गवर्नेंस अक्रॉस मल्टीपल Azure सब्सक्रिप्शन. सो मैनेजमेंट ग्रुप. Which of the following is optimized for storing massive amount of unstructured data such as videos and images, blocks? Which of the following could require both a password and a security question for full authentication, multi-factor authentication? Which service provides serverless computing in Azure? See, same question. So sorry for that, लेकिन बीच बीच में ऐसा होता रहेगा क्योंकि कुछ जो है 2-3 बार, मतलब 2 बार भी एक आध क्वेश्चन ऐसा हो सकता है, हो गया होगा, गलती से हो गया. ठीक है, सो सॉरी फॉर दैट. Which of the following lets you grant user only the rights they need to perform their job? So role based access control. Azure Resources Manager template use which format? So JSON आप लोगों ने सुना होगा, JSON फॉर्मेट में यूज होता है टेम्पलेट का. And which of the following terms refer to making a service available with no downtime for an extended period? तो ऐसा हाई अवेलेबिलिटी में होता है, फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल में है ऐसा. ठीक है, and your company plans to deploy several web servers and several database servers to Azure. You need to recommend an Azure solution to limit the type of connection from the web servers to the database servers. What should you include in the recommendation? So network security group. Next question. This question is a part of a series of a question that present the same scenario. Each question in this series contains a unique solution that might meet the stated goals. Some question sets might have more than one correct solution, while other might not have a correct solution. After you answer question in this section, you will not be able to return to it. As a result, this question will not appear in the review screen. Okay. Your company has an Azure subscription that contains the following unused resources: 20 user account in Azure Active Directory, 5 groups in Azure AD, 10 public IP address, 10 network interfaces. You need to reduce the Azure cost for the company. Solution: you remove the unused network interfaces. Does this meet the goal? No. So correct answer is no. You have an next question. You have an on-premises network that contains several servers. You plan to migrate all the servers to Azure. You need to recommend a solution to ensure that some of the servers are available if a single Azure data center goes offline for an extended period. What should you include in the recommendation? So answer is fault tolerance. Next question is, which Azure service should you use to correlate events from multiple resources in a centralized repository? So answer is Azure Log Analytics. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, ये आपका यस और नो करने का क्वेश्चन आएगा. नेक्स्ट आपका यू हैव टू सिलेक्ट यस और नो. देयर इज 3 स्टेटमेंट और 2 स्टेटमेंट, many there is option of yes and no. Okay, so you have to go with yes and no. An Azure subscription can have multiple account administrators. Yes. An Azure subscription can manage by using a Microsoft account only. Yes. An Azure resource group can contain multiple Azure subscription. No. ये आपके जो है इसमें से आपको क्या करना है, ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप करना है. तो मैंने आपको यहाँ पे ऐसे मैचिंग करके बता दिया है किसका आंसर क्या होगा. सो सबसे फर्स्ट में क्या आएगा, Azure फंक्शन प्रोवाइड द प्लेटफॉर्म. मैंने आपको ये एरो के उससे बता दिया है ताकि आप लोगों को ये जो है इसका आंसर है फर्स्ट. Azure फंक्शन प्रोवाइड्स द प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर सर्वरलेस कोड एंड Azure Databricks यहाँ पे आएगा. So a big data analysis services for machine learning. Then third में आएगा आपका Azure Application Insight Detect and Diagnose Anomalies in Web Apps. Last में आपका आएगा Azure App Services Host Web App. Okay. Next question है, to what should an application connect to retrieve security token? So Azure Active Directory, Azure AD. Next question है आपका, this question require that you have evaluate the underlying text to determine if it is correct. You have several virtual machine in an Azure subscription. You create a new subscription. The virtual machine cannot be moved to the new subscription instruction. Review the underlying text. If it makes the statement correct, select no changes needed. If the statement is incorrect, select the answer choice that makes the statement correct. So answer is B. The virtual machine can be moved to the new subscription. ये है इसका answer. This is your answer. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है यस एंड नो का. Azure provide flexibility between capital expenditure and operational expenditure. Yes. If you create 2 Azure virtual machine that use the B2 size, each virtual machine will always generate the same monthly cost. नहीं. ऐसा क्यों नहीं है? क्योंकि साइज सेम है लेकिन उसका यूज तो सेम नहीं है. कोई मशीन किसी मशीन पे ज़्यादा ऑपरेशन हो रहा है, किसी पे कम हो रहा है. सो दैट्स वाई. ओके. अगर आपको डिटेल में वीडियो चाहिए, इफ यू वांट video in detail, so please comment me. When an Azure virtual machine is stopped, you continue to pay storage costs associated to the virtual machine. So yes. Next है आपका Azure फर्स्ट में आएगा आपका Azure DevOps, जो कि है an integrated solution for the deployment of code. नेक्स्ट में आएगा आपका Azure Advisor, a tool that provide guidance and recommendation to improve your Azure environment. Okay. नेक्स्ट है आपका Azure Application Insight, Azure Cognitive Service आएगा थर्ड वाले में. A simple tool. Next is Azure Application Insight. This is last one. Okay. This is last one. This is your last one. Azure Application Insight monitors web application. Okay. Now reach to next question. Minimum number of virtual machines. So first question asks, you plan to deploy a critical line of business application to Azure. The application will run on an Azure virtual machine. You need to recommend a deployment solution for the application. The solution must provide a guaranteed available of 99.99%. What is the minimum number of virtual machine and the minimum number of availability zone you should recommend for the deployment? To answer, select the appropriate option in this area. So your answer is minimum number of virtual machine is 2. Minimum number of availability zone is also 2. Next question. This question requires that you have evaluate the underlying text. So Azure policies provide a common platform for a deploying object to a cloud infrastructure and for implementing consistency across the Azure environment. Instructions. Review the underlying text. If it makes the statement correct, select no changes needed. If it is incorrect, select the answer choice. So your answer is C. Azure Resource Manager provides. This is Azure Policy Provide Common Platform. Answer your is C. Azure Resource Manager provides. Next question. Several support engineers plan to manage Azure by using the computer shown in below. So computer 1 है आपका Windows 10, computer 2 is Ubuntu based, computer 3 आपका Mac का ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है. तो आप लोगों को बताना है computer 1, 2, 3 में कौन कौन से आपके Azure टेक्निक यूज हो सकती है. So computer 1 है in Windows 10, it uses Azure CLI, the Azure Portal and Azure PowerShell. मीन्स तीनों में ही आप लोग का Azure CLI, the Azure Portal and Azure PowerShell ये यूज हो जाएगा. Okay, 1, 2, 3 all are same, that these all are using same technique. Okay, so go to next question. Azure Advisor provides recommendation on how to improve the security of Azure Active डायरेक्टरी एनवायरनमेंट. नो, एज सिक्योरिटी के लिए नहीं प्रोवाइड करता है रिकमेंडेशन. ओके. Azure Advisor provides a recommendation on how to reduce the cost of running Azure virtual machine. So yes, Azure Advisor provides a recommendation on how to configure the network setting on your Azure virtual machine. No. Platform as a service, a PaaS solution that hosts web app in Azure provide full control of the operating system that hosts application. No. Platform as a service solution that hosts web apps in Azure provide the ability to scale the platform automatically. Yes. A platform as a service solution that hosts web apps in Azure provide professional development services to continuously add features to custom application. Yes. Next question. You plan to implement an Azure database solution. You need to implement a database solution that meets the following requirements: can add data concurrently from multiple regions, can store JSON documents. So first, the answer is Azure Cosmos DB is the correct answer for add data concurrently from multiple regions and JSON document. Next question. You have an Azure environment that contains 10 virtual network and 100 virtual machine. You need to limit the amount of inbound traffic to all the Azure virtual network. What should you create? You have to create one Azure firewall. Next question. You have an on-premises network that contains several servers. You plan to migrate all the servers to Azure. You need to recommend a solution to ensure that some of the servers are available if a single Azure data center goes offline for an extended period. What should you include in the recommendation? Answer is A. Fault tolerance. Next question. A single Microsoft can be used to manage multiple Azure subscription. Yes. Do Azure subscription can be merged into a single subscription by creating support requests? No. A company can store resources in multiple subscription? Yes. All Azure services in private preview must be accessed by using a separate Azure portal? No. Azure services in public preview can be used in environment? Yes. Azure services in public preview are subjected to a service level agreement? No. Next question. From the Azure portal, you can distinguish between services that are generally available and services that are in public preview. Yes. After an Azure service becomes generally available, the service is no longer updated with new features. No. When you created Azure resources for a service in public preview, you must recreate the resources once the service becomes generally available. No. So these pictures are some pictures are blurred, so that's why I am reading these questions and answers also. Next question. When you're using an Azure Express route connection, inbound data traffic from an on-premises network to Azure is always free. Yes. Outbound data traffic from Azure to an on-premises network is always free. No. Data traffic between Azure services within the same Azure region is always free. Yes. Next question. The cost of Azure resources can vary between regions. Yes. An Azure reservation is used to reserve server capacity at a specific data center. Yes. You can stop an Azure SQL database and start to decrease cost. No. Next question. With a consumption-based plan, you pay a fixed rate for all data sent to or from virtual machine hosted in the cloud. No. With a consumption-based plan, you reduce overall cost by paying only for extra capacity when it is required. Yes. Serverless computing is an example of consumption-based plan. Yes. Next question. Here is a two question. So first is the service level agreement guaranteeing uptime for paid Azure services at least 99.9%. Yes. Company can increase the service level agreement guaranteed uptime by adding Azure resources to multiple regions. Yes. Next question is all Azure in private preview is released to all Azure customers? No. An Azure service in public preview is released to all Azure customers? Yes. Next question, this is very blurry, so I am reading this. Please listen carefully. An Azure free account has a spending limit. So yes, स्पेंडिंग लिमिट होती है उसकी एज़्योर अकाउंट की, फ्री अकाउंट की 30 डेज आपका होता है. कुछ सर्विसेज आपकी 12 मंथ के लिए होती हैं. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है इसमें एन एज़्योर फ्री अकाउंट हैज अ लिमिट ऑफ 2 टेराबाइट ऑफ डेटा दैट कैन बी अपलोडेड to Azure? नहीं. No. An Azure free account can contain an unlimited number of web apps? No. Free account unlimited number of web apps नहीं contain कर सकता. Next question, here is some cutting. So services are module in private preview before being introduced in public preview and then in general availability. Yes. Azure services in public preview can be managed only by using the Azure CLI. No. The cost of an Azure service in private preview decreases when the service becomes generally available. No. Next question is an Azure service available to all Azure customers when it is in public preview? Next question. With Azure reservation you pay less for virtual machine than with pay as you go pricing? Yes. The two Azure virtual machine that uses B2 size have the same monthly cost? No. This question is already explained, so I have to skip this one. Okay. Next, here is no question, only answer is here. So क्वेश्चन इसका नहीं मिल पाया है, मीन्स ओनली मेरे को आंसर हो पाया है इसका, सिर्फ उसी की मेरे पास डिटेल है, तो आप लोग सिर्फ आंसर देख लें. सो प्लीज़ अगर क्वेश्चन आ जाता है तो आंसर देख लो, टिक लगा लेना. मैक्सिमम अवेलेबल मिनट्स डाउन टाइम इन मिनट्स, मैक्सिमम अवेलेबल मिनट्स हर 100 आ रहा है इसका आंसर. ठीक है. ऐसा ही नेक्स्ट भी है. नहीं, इसका क्वेश्चन है यू कैन enable just in time access by virtual machine access by Azure security center. Okay. Next question is Azure resource manager templates provide a common platform for deploying objects to a cloud infrastructure and for implementing consistency across the Azure environment. Next question. You can associate a network security group to a virtual network subnet. Yes. You can associate a network security group to a virtual network? No. You can associate a network security group to a network interface? Yes. Next question. Azure firewall will encrypt all the network traffic sent from Azure to the internet? No. NSG will encrypt all the network traffic sent from Azure to internet? No. All Azure virtual machine that run Windows Server 2016 can encrypt network sent to the internet? No. Next question. You can use which thing? Budget alerts in Azure to send email alerts from the alerts when the cost of the current billing period for an Azure subscription exceeds a specific limit. Okay. Next question. You can access compliance manager. So second last question is you can access compliance manager from the Azure portal. This is the last question of your video. All the Azure resources deployed to a single resource group must share the same Azure region? No. If you assign a tag to a resource group, all the Azure resources in that resource group are assigned to the same tag? No. If you set permission to a source group, all the Azure resources in that resource group inherit the permissions? No. So guys, and of this all questions which are asked your April 2022। मैंने आप लोगों को सारे क्वेश्चन बता दिए हैं। सबसे पहले आप लोगों को मॉड्यूल्स में जाना है, मैं आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक दे दूंगी। AZ-900 के मॉड्यूल्स में जा करके सारा आपको रीड करना है एक बार, उसके बाद मेरे क्वेश्चनों को पढ़ना है। फिर आप लोग को समझ में आ जाएगा कि आप लोग आंसर दे पा रहे हैं या नहीं दे पा रहे हैं, ठीक है। तो ये इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन आपके इसमें से आपके कम से कम आपके 15 to 18 क्वेश्चन तो आपके बिल्कुल आएंगे, क्योंकि वो लोग रेंडमली कोई भी क्वेश्चन दे सकते हैं, ठीक है। ठीक है, ऐसा भी हो सकता है आपके सारे के सारे क्वेश्चन भी इसी में से आ जाएं, तो गारंटी है इतने क्वेश्चन की, मीन्स 18 क्वेश्चन की तो गारंटी ले सकती हूँ, मतलब 15 to 18 क्वेश्चन आपके आ सकते हैं। उसके बाद मैंने इसमें बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन आपको बता दिए हैं। सो अगर आप लोगों को मेरी ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो, और अगर आपको और भी कोई इससे रिलेटेड, जैसे कि और भी एज़्योर के माइक्रोसॉफ्ट के सर्टिफाइड होते हैं सर्टिफिकेट के लिए, तो अगर वीडियो बनानी है तो प्लीज़ कमेंट करके बता देना, मैं उनके भी क्वेश्चन आप लोगों के साथ शेयर कर सकती हूँ, ठीक है। सो if if this helped to all of you, then please subscribe my channel and share with your friends, and thanks to all. If you have any doubt or query, then please comment me.